I'm there.
And welcome back once again to Mindbreakers. Yes, I changed the intro ever so slightly.
How dare you?
Because I realized I didn't have an intro for Nelson, and Nelson's coming back into things.
True.
Today we are watching I'm not sure what kind of movie it is. It's from 1974.
It's a good start.
It's got 6.2 out of 10.
Oh, higher than usual.
And it's called Dark Star.
Dark Star.
It's rated G.
Oh.
And it is notable, and the reason we're watching it is this is the first film ever made by John Carpenter.
Oh, fun.
My favorite director of all time.
Fun, and we've covered on the channel, obviously, before.
Have. It's the similar reason why I watched Hills Have Eyes, one of the earlier films of Wes Craven.
I keep forgetting.
We will not be watching Wes Craven's first ever film, because I have seen it. It is called Last House by the Left, and I refuse to watch it. Oh, that's true. I refuse to watch it again, because it's very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. I've seen it as well. Yeah.
Not again.
Sure is.
So Dark Star. In the far reaches of space, a small crew, 20 years into their solitary mission, find things beginning to go hilariously wrong. So, you could say that in the not-too-distant future, last Sunday AD, there was a guy named Joel.
Yeah?
Not too different from you or me. He worked at Cosmonic Institute. Just another face in a red jumpsuit. He did a good job cleaning up the place. But his bosses didn't like him, so they shot him into space.
Yeah?
We'll send him cheesy movies. The worst we can find. La la la. We'll force him to watch them all, and we'll monitor his mind. Bear in mind, Joel can't control when the movies begin or end, because he used those special parts to make his robot friends. Robot roll call, Gypsy. No, Cambot. Gypsy. Tom Servo. Crow, if you're wondering how he eats and breathes. And other science facts, just repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax. And watch Mystery Science Theater, Dark Star.
Did they do one?
No, this movie's good.
Ah, damn, true.
They also didn't get the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movies. Generally are
bad.
And stuff they had the right that the channel they originally aired on in Minnesota had the rights to, or didn't. But who gives a shit about some independent channel showing Gamera movies?
Sure. I'm excited for this one at least. I mean, John Carpenter.
This is more out of like
curiosity,
intellect. Like this is more educational for me than anything else.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like what his first work looks like,
because we've seen a lot of stuff we've already covered a lot of stuff by him. We've done In the Mouth of Madness, The Thing, Escape from New York, I don't even try to hide is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
We did Halloween. Halloween 2 were both him.
True.
Ghosts of Mars, which is terrible. Escape from LA, which I personally hate.
Yeah.
And I think he did Halloween 3. I know
I don't remember.
I know Halloween 3 was more his vision of what the Halloween franchise would be.
I like Halloween 3. That's Halloween 3.
It's a great movie. I'm actually really happy because this past Halloween we did the remake of Halloween.
That's right.
And for the next few years, and that's after like 2 whole years of just talking about Halloween movies on Halloween. And I'm really looking forward to not having to talk about them for a bit.
Sure.
Because you get really tired of it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially with how fucking whack they get.
We didn't even finish it. There's still Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends we haven't reviewed.
Oh, I forgot there's a third one. Fuck.
And it's apparently really bad.
So I've heard.
I have heard not very good things about that movie.
I haven't seen it either.
But Dark Star.
Dark Star!
Which is also, by the way, pre-Star Wars.
I was going to say 74, right?
74.
Yeah.
Same year Texas Chainsaw Massacre, actually.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so now I'm really interested to see what he does.
And Black Christmas, which we did see.
We covered.
Yeah, we reviewed it 2 years ago for Christmas.
Yeah.
I got something fun planned for this Christmas.
So, boy.
Anyway, let's watch this.
Hell yeah.
It is the future. Mankind has conquered the stars. He moves out to the endless interstellar reaches of the universe. An advanced exploration corps, a new breed of pioneer, must seek out unstable planets and destroy them.
Drive sequence begun. Hit it, Pinback.
And you are on the mission of the 21st century planet smashers. Dark Star. 20 years in space, 1 million light years from Earth. Their job is to clear a path for the colonization of space.
Back home in Malibu. I used to surf a lot, Talby. I used to be a great surfer.
Travel in an infinite universe with mind-melting excitement from beyond the stars.
Computer to bomb number 20. Return to the bomb bay immediately.
But I have received the operational signal.
Hello, Bob? Are you with me?
I wish I had more time.
Why don't you have more time?
Because I must detonate. I must detonate.
Commander Powell. Commander Powell, this is Doolittle. Can you hear me?
Man, what happened, man?
Hey,
Confirm. Power drive sequence activated. Roger, retracted. Lock all defensive systems.
Dark Star. They are not lost in space. They're loose.
Okay, that was a movie. The one we just watched, Dark Star.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the subtitle on the original poster is Spaced Out Odyssey.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
We begin with those emergency transmissions like, hey, you asked for radiation shielding? Nah, fam. We can't give you any.
Congress cut our budget.
So we're going to send you into space in a ship that's going to kill you.
Also, we heard about your sergeant, or captain, Powell.
He's dead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we definitely mourned him for a week.
Someone in the building is cooking tuna casserole, and I want some.
Is that what I'm smelling?
Yeah.
Ah. This movie was something.
It was.
I don't know what that something is, but it was
I
something.
like how they have space travel, but the TV transmission is still black and white.
Yeah.
We see the Dark Star. It's a ship. It's called the Dark Star. It's fairly big.
A lot bigger than I was expecting.
I mean, I saw the little pod.
Yeah.
And
that was R2D2.
Yeah, I thought it was like not necessarily R2, but I thought it was like that kind of size. But it's like two dudes can fit in there sitting next to each other and talking.
It's a fucking big ship that we see almost none of.
No, we meet our characters. We meet Pinback.
Yeah.
Doolittle. Watkins. No, Watkins he's mission control.
Ah.
We meet Boiler. And we meet Talby, who is distractingly played by one guy, yet voiced by John Carpenter.
Yep.
Not sure how that works.
He just didn't like it, and he was like, I got this, fuck it. I don't know.
There's the computer voiced by Cookie Knopp. And then there's Bomb 19, voiced by Alan Charetz. And Bomb 20, voiced by Adam Beckenberg.
Ah.
There's also Joe Saunders, who was uncredited as Commander Powell.
Ah.
And that's our whole cast.
What, you didn't fucking shout the alien in here?
Oh, no, he's there, played by Nick Castle.
Okay.
But they're doing the daily shit around the ship. They listen to Benson, Arizona, as we get our credits.
We were convinced they were the Bee Gees in space.
Well, they look like the Bee Gees. They look like the Bee Gees and the Scorpions. The way they're dressed, they look like the Scorpions.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the Rhythm of Love music video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's the spacesuits, I think.
Yeah, for sure. They're just doing space shit.
Yeah.
For like a good while.
They're just kind of like we see them just fucking around a bit. They're in space.
They've been in space for a long time. From what I gather, the movie's given us.
A lot of stuff's not working. They're living in the food storage.
Yep.
They have the bunk beds in there.
Their captain's dead.
Yeah, he's frozen up. The thing that killed the captain is still a problem. It's an electrical thing in a chair.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of fuck around and talk. One guy talks about surfing. Surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing.
All ties back to the end, huh?
Surfing USA.
Surfing USA. Yeah, not much happens in the beginning.
No, they're just establishing that these guys have been up here for a while. They're going towards this planet where there's going to be a Phoenix meteor shower, so they're interested in that.
You can tell they've been there a while, like for a long while, because there's a part, I don't know if it's necessarily in the beginning, but was it Toby?
Yeah.
He's telling a story about how he wasn't really the person who was supposed to come on to the craft. He was just a fuel dude. But they mixed him up with someone, and he ended up learning how to get all this shit done. And as he's telling the story, the two other guys are like, I think he's told the story before. In fact, I think he told it 4 years ago. And Doolittle's like, actually, I think it was 4 years ago. And he's like, yeah. Wait, that's what I said. That's how long they've been here. They're tired of everyone's shit. They just fuck around and do space station shit.
Some guy is like chilling, reading a comic book with sunglasses on. Toby's chilling, reading a comic book. Then this other guy gets this massive laser gun and shoots a door.
I forgot about that yet. As Toby is sunbathing, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. He's also reading.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
That's some men's books, by the way.
It's called The Men's Book.
It's called The Men's Book.
Reminds me of something I saw at Comic Hunter when I went by the other day. The Dictionary of Manliness.
Ah, of course.
I'm curious, but I don't care.
Yeah.
If it has Ghost Rider on the cover, yes. If it doesn't, I don't give a shit.
Fair enough. Kind of doing space stuff.
Then the computer's like, yo, Pinback, you gotta feed the alien.
Aww.
Hey, you're the one who said we should take it on board.
In fact, you said, and I quote, we need a mascot.
So we meet the alien.
Little balloon. A little beach ball.
It's a fucking red beach ball with Creature from the Black Lagoon hands. And he's gonna feed it, but it doesn't want the food, and then it escapes.
And for a solid 20 to 25 minutes.
It's just a Roadrunner cartoon.
It's just a Roadrunner cartoon.
He's trying to catch this thing. And
it's outsmarting him.
He's like, he gets a broom, because he can't touch it because it hurts to touch it.
Yeah.
So he gets a broom, he's like, get the fuck back, and then the creature's like, fuck you, takes the broom, starts beating him with the... It reminds me of Kevin.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Hey, I fucking love Kevin.
And it's just that 25 minutes.
And he tries to kill it with an elevator.
Sure does. Because he somehow leads him into the elevator shaft.
Yep.
Because he's crying through the vents, I think.
He's dangling off, and he manages to pull himself up as the elevator's coming down. He gets into the bottom of the elevator.
Even before that, the alien tries tickling him.
Yep.
To fall.
Yep.
A dickhead.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets to the elevator. Has a real cartoon moment of getting stuck. His ass is too big.
I mean, all he'd need is some handles, and he can get out easy.
But instead, he activates the computer system.
All right, we're gonna explosively jettison the floor, and I'm like, you sure you want to do that? You're in the floor right now.
The latches, you can tell he's gung ho about the idea. The latches come up, and he's like, I don't know about this idea anymore.
So the Roadrunner runs out. No, the coyote runs out onto nothing. Looks down, looks at the screen, holds up a sign that says "uh-oh," and then
huge explosion. Well, I say explosion, a big thing happens. The elevator doors open and he just walks out looking like a cartoon character. And he's like, "I'm gonna kill this alien." This alien's dead.
You realize, of course, this means war. So he goes,
hunts down the alien.
He gets the gun.
The alien's fucking taunting him.
And he just shoots it, and it pops.
Yeah, it deflates. Alien's dead.
Yep.
We never see it again.
Nope.
That was a great episode of the show, I guess.
Yeah, I had the theory, just like he has a movie, John Carpenter has a movie which I actually watched recently, which we will be looking at because we deserve to watch good things sometimes, called Body Bags.
Oh, I have heard of that, yeah.
Which is... It was originally designed as a competitor, I think by ABC sponsored it.
Okay.
It was going to be a competitor for Tales from the Crypt.
Okay.
And it's the movie's an anthology series of 3 different stories. But they couldn't really do a whole show, so they just let's take the 3 anthology and make a movie, and this boom. It's hosted by John Carpenter. He's a delight.
Fun. The bomb happens.
Yeah, they want to drop the bomb, so they set the bomb to drop. Some guy gets blinded by lasers.
What? Because he walks... Well, I think the laser malfunctions.
Yeah, the laser malfunction shoots him in the eyes. This is why, by the way, you never ever look into one of those scanners.
On his defense, though, he did go there to check something because it was a malfunction. He found it, and he tried telling him.
In his defense, he's in a full spacesuit.
Yeah. And
it should probably have a visor to prevent that. The visor should be properly tinted to prevent this from happening.
But no. And he's trying to tell Doolittle, hey,
and I don't know why he has a fucking muffin tin strapped to his chest.
But he's even telling Doolittle, hey, I found the issue. Doolittle's like, dude, shut up, we're trying to drop the bomb. He's like, yeah, but I found the issue. And he just cuts off his communication. And I'm like, you listen to the guy? I know he's annoying, but fuck. Yeah, he gets blinded, runs into the lasers, malfunction happens.
Then the bomb's like, yo.
The bomb becomes sentient.
I'm gonna detonate in 14 minutes. That's cool. Can you disengage so we can drop you?
No.
Nah, man, I'm gonna stay up here and detonate.
So why would you do that? Because the captain told me. Captain's dead. Oh, well, the captain told me. Uh-oh.
So they go to talk to the dead Commander Powell.
Who speaks?
With I don't understand. He's frozen in ice, but he can. I guess his brain's not dead yet.
I guess.
It's like, how are the Dodgers? They broke up 15 years ago. Oh.
You never tell me good news.
You always, it's help us with this, fix this.
Cool, Powell. The bomb's sentient, and it's gonna blow up.
Alright. Go out in space and, talk to it about phenomenology.
Okay.
And so he goes and he has, so how do you know that you're real?
Because I think, therefore I am.
Well, okay, fair enough, but how do you know anything else is real? But but my sensors, but that's electrical data, and they're feeding you information, but we don't know what the thing is getting the information from is real.
Oh, but I have a memory of Captain Powell telling me, well, sure, and it might be right, but there's nothing justifying that he was also right or wrong. Huh.
So, guess I'll have to go back and think about this.
It does.
And then say, hey, Bomb, we're gonna detonate, we're gonna drop you on the planet now. No, the planet's not real. What? Nothing except me is real.
Okay.
And then I looked, in the beginning there was darkness. And I was upon the darkness and I knew there was alone. Let there be light. Boom! Oh, after they open the airlock and they accidentally eject the blind guy.
Because he was still there.
It's like, ah!
And they're like, Doolittle, we may have ejected a towel in the...
Bowel. No, not Bowel. Pinback?
Tail, whatever.
Pinback.
Pinback into the outer space without his jetpack. Oh. Alright, I'll get him. He's fucking off. He's off to the races.
But the ship explodes because
he's God.
He read Nietzsche and decided he was God. Basically every first year philosophy.
Yeah. You hear the words "I think, therefore I am," and you're like, so true, and that's just your whole personality.
You watch Midnight Gospel and decide you're the you have found enlightenment. Nothing against Midnight Gospel, but it does not equate us studying philosophy.
But it shows the ship blows up, and Doolittle does almost get to the guy.
Yeah, but then like the Phoenix meteors show up and take him away.
He's like, the lights.
Yeah.
They're bringing me to a world unseen. Goodbye, Doolittle. Bye.
It was designed to view a world unseen. He's going to catch them all because he is Lieutenant Pinback.
Yeah. And Doolittle's just like, well, I'm in space and I'm kind of fucked.
But he gets a piece of wreckage.
I've got it.
And he climbs on top of it and he surfs and I leave.
The movie ended, by the way. It ends with him going into the atmosphere and just disappearing. Probably dead.
Yeah. But he does surf to the music again.
Sure does.
And like I saw him on the surfboard and I got up and I left.
It was so funny because like right before it happened, he picked up a piece of debris of the ship. And you said, like, hey, it's not like a shipwreck where you can paddle your way
to something.
And he didn't. He surfed instead.
Charlie don't surf.
Well, he did.
And then that was Dark Star. Benson.
The end of Dark Star.
Played Benson, Arizona again.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I don't know what this movie is. At some points it was boring as shit, but then like the alien shit happened, and I was intrigued.
Oh, and they play that YouTuber music.
Oh, they sure did. That fucking hit me with whiplash. Holy shit.
Like the royalty-free shit.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find it in YouTube's music library now.
It's funny, I could not download the trailer for this movie with Clip Converter
Because
of that.
Music? Yeah.
No, but because of that song.
Yeah.
The one that isn't copyrighted.
This movie was fucking whack. Like, I won't say it's bad.
No, it's just, I mean, it's his first movie. You gotta cut some slack, right?
And, like, even then, it's like, there are parts there where it's like, it's just a descent into madness for the most part.
Yeah, dudes are stuck in space.
Like, the first one is, like I said, them just being fucking sick of each other. Understandable. Then you had wacky alien chase, and then you had self-enlightened bomb.
It's like, imagine The Thing, but The Thing never shows up.
Yeah. Just a bunch of dudes stuck in a place.
Getting progressively more fed up with each other.
The fucking thing was a beach ball.
Yeah.
So weird. How's that Michael Myers?
Well, yeah, it's Nick Castle, the original Michael Myers suit actor.
So funny. I mean, I think, like, as a study, it'd probably be pretty interesting to watch, at the very least. Especially seeing where Carpenter would later go on.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff in this film that I've definitely seen in The Thing just done better because he learned.
I gotta say, though, his music is not on its usual point in this.
No.
It's all a bunch of really fucking irritating noises.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shrill beeps and whirs and whistles, and it was hard to find the right volume setting for it, because it was either you can't hear the dialogue, or the music's blowing out my eardrums.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was what it was. It was an experiment.
It's definitely not the worst we've seen.
No.
Never seen it. Honestly, it's a neat watch. You just gotta get ready for the slow pace in the beginning.
For first movies, though, I gotta give the best opener, best start to Romero. Because Night of the Living Dead was his first. He blew it right the fuck out of the park.
Yeah, he had a fuck to do it.
But yeah, next week we got a sequel to a Conan ripoff that tries to be funny.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see you then.
Bye, I guess.
Ciao, guys.